who has already won a ranking series event in Ulaanbaatar last year. She's also won a ranking series silver in Hungary last year as well. On top of that, she was the U17 world champion in 2024. So she is making age grade statements as well as senior statements. And Neha is in the red. And VYNNYK has been a two-time U23 world champion as well. Both times she lifted that title in this arena. She's in the blue and the pink boots. And Neha and VYNNYK will go at this. And Eric, from the form guide, it's very difficult to make a call as to who is posturing up the better. They've both had good days as well.
Most certainly, but it looks like Neha, as she's getting to her offense early, looks like she's more on than her opponent. You see world champion right there, 2014. Yulia Kachostapchuk coaching the Ukrainians. Sometimes that's what you have to do with the Indians. You know they're going to come out pressing the pace. So sometimes you just have to weather the storm. You know they're never going to get tired. That's just a part of the Indian wrestling. And it's something that the world should study. Their strength and conditioning program is next to none. I put it up there, top 3 in the world with what they're able to do. You look at from U17, U20, U23, and senior level. They are all as conditioned as the ones before. So you just have to weather the storm where you can and wait for the mistakes to happen, because anytime a wrestler is continuously pressing forward as the Indians do, they leave themselves exposed. So for VYNNYK, just wait for that exposure to come.
Is there a nation either, Eric, that exposes young wrestlers to senior events as much as India?
I would say the Moldovans. I really think that you look historically back, Alexandrin Gutu, 3-time U23 world champion. Then you have, of course, Irina Rangaci and Anastasia Nichita, who all achieved high levels of success at a young age at the senior level because of the activity that they had on the junior levels coming up.
Well, Neha lets VYNNYK off the hook with her first attack, then gets the leg again, and VYNNYK minimizes the damage. But 2-0 for Neha. Forward shot, which also doesn't quite convince from VYNNYK. No points scored on Neha today. 2 victories by tech for Neha. 10-0, 10-0. VYNNYK has been convincing in her semi-final, no doubt about it, against Raimova of Kazakhstan. But she's in against a big underhook that is turned into front headlock by Neha, and then she's going to go around the back. The scramble's good again from the Ukrainian. And she counters, doesn't get exposure, might get the takedown for 2, however.
This is going to be a close one. I don't know if she ever really exposed. Let's see if the Indian corner is going to challenge it, because it looked like it was thrown to the Ukrainian side. So the angle that the Indians had, I wouldn't say would be the best, but this is one where you rely on the wrestler. Did you give up an exposure? And as a wrestler, you know. Some people often have a hard time telling themselves in the moment, yes, I gave up the exposure, but it's a learning opportunity here, because if she did, then you have to realize it, and you have to go over to the coach and say, hey, I did give up the exposure. Let's not challenge this.
Challenge is sticking. So the video review team go to work, and we get to see some of that on the top screen up here. Eric, are you able to unpick this for us?
Yeah, so they traded positions. It was Neha in the front headlock, and then from there, VYNNYK went to the front headlock after she spun behind, and she's going to go head pinch. So she's going to trap the right arm of her Indian opponent, and she's going to step big and look for that head pinch to throw. And what you're looking for is exposure of the back, and it's one of those 50-50 positions here. And this could go either way.
Time is over. No point. Challenge is won.
India challenge, and India win the challenge.
Right. And I thought I would say it would go that way.
Because we've had that time and the end of the round was there, we'll go straight to it again. Enough rest being given. Neha, knowing what happened, knowing that feeling that she wasn't exposed, and successful challenge made. Getting into lots of good positions, but she's getting countered as well. And VYNNYK does so again. This 2-point will stay on the board.
And that's what I talked about with the forward pressure from the Indians. Momentum tends to carry, and object in motion tends to stay in motion, and that's exactly what happened there as VYNNYK picked up that takedown, and she's rolling now.
VYNNYK is racking these up. Another 2, and she stopped it, but she loses control here. Now, Neha's going to get something back. Counterpoint. Well, this is amazing to go within the same parterre from one gut wrench multiple times to another wrestler with a chance for a gut wrench, but she doesn't take it, Neha.
That was a lot of energy expended on the part of VYNNYK. Let's see how much she's conserved, because that was a takedown, which was a big takedown, to multiple gut wrenches, which you use a lot of energy, especially on your forearms and your back muscles. So for Neha now, she has to see that and start to take some sort of risk here, because she's running out of time, just 97 seconds left. Look at that adjustment, Jack. Oh, that is textbook right there. She went high crotch, which left her hips exposed high on that first shot. There, she stayed low, trapped the arm, and went fireman's carry. So she focused more heavily on that tie, keeping that elbow on the left side, and then snuck her right arm around to the swing single and put VYNNYK on her back for the takedown. Beautiful job.
Contest really picking up pace in the second round. VYNNYK with a 3-point lead. Neha's energy reserves staying the course. Who has it in this final minute? Neha breaks it off. And they go to neutral position. In on the leg again and driving it through. Neha working really hard again and taking this to the air. VYNNYK in a lot of trouble, but she's got out of positions like this before. Neha's sticking to the course.
At this point, you just have to go out of bounds. Sorry about that, Jack.
Leg trip attempt almost. But VYNNYK hasn't conceded so far. For this 8-5 lead, Neha needs something big here, the last 10 approaching.
Jack, that started with 37 seconds left. You get out of bounds and you still have at least 30 left, down by 2. That's a learning opportunity right there. You have to go out of bounds, take the points where at that point, you're not wrestling anything besides the clock.
6 seconds is what the clock says. The challenge in from Neha.
And she realizes it. Head down, trying to collect herself there. Anytime you get the foot that high up in the air and you're wrestling the clock, you just have to look for that orange circle and try and get away from it. Get out of bounds as quick as possible.
The challenge is lost.
On the mat, A, the pro
Unless this challenge can award Neha some more points, she's going to need to get in quickly and throw big in 6 seconds.
I think they may be looking at VYNNYK stepping out. And then at that point, we would put an additional, I would say, maybe 8 seconds. So there should be around 15. And that's what I imagine is taking so long here. They look at first, did she step out? And once you confirm that the step out was there, then you go back and you look at the clock. So it would be the left foot. So she's hopping on this left foot here. And there you see the hand goes out, which was the left hand. So right around 18 seconds, I could see being put on the clock where we would start back in the second period. So it would be an additional 12 seconds here, Jack.
It's significant. It's enough for Neha.
But also keep in mind, VYNNYK had the two takedowns, 2 turns. And Neha had 2 takedowns in 1 point. So even if she grabs this 1 point step out here, it would be 8-6. And then if Neha did pick up a takedown with those 18 seconds left, she would still be down on criteria because it would be the 4 2-pointers for VYNNYK and 2 2-pointers plus, or scratch that, 3 2-pointers plus 2 1-pointers. A lot of numbers there. Oh, so they're going to give the 2-point takedown here. This completely changes things.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. All those numbers, but no seconds have changed here. So it's still 4-3-2-1, and VYNNYK is going to hold on against Neha for the gold medal at 57 kilograms. Oh, it was nervy towards the end and tight, but Solomiia VYNNYK of Ukraine